city. The way it shifts when everyone sleeps. Not grand, not particularly pretty. Just a gentle rhythm, a dark key. Night moon, slow and wide. Night moon, deep inside. Night moon, slow and wide. Night moon, deep inside. Moving through the night, slow and easy. I drift the way that driftwood drifts, without intention, without fight. The current takes and current lives, and I give into quiet night. Not lost, just floating. Not gone, just slow driftwood in the midnight stream, half awake inside a dream. Driftwood soft and warm and real, going where the currents feel. There's freedom in not knowing where the water takes you in the end. The night is cool, the night is fair, and even broken things can bend. Not lost, just floating. Not gone, just slow driftwood in the midnight stream, half awake inside a dream. Driftwood soft and warm and real, going where the currents feel. Driftwood, drifting still. I handle myself like porcelain, like something that could crack with sound. I move through rooms so careful in the way I place myself around. Fragile isn't always weak. to watch the night, make sure it arrives and leaves with care. Someone has to hold the light between the dark and morning air. Night watch quietly kept for everyone who finally slept. Night watch soft and slow, keeping vigil in the low. Night watch, this is mine, standing at the evening line. I don't mind the quiet duty of staying up when others rest. There's a strange and tender beauty in doing what you do best. Night watch quietly kept for everyone who finally slept. Night watch soft and slow, keeping vigil in the low. Night watch, this is mine, standing at the evening line. All quiet on the night front, everyone's safe. I'll stay a little longer. The patient dark waits every evening for me to finally arrive, without judging or deceiving, just glad to find me still alive. The patient dark, always here, never asking, never fear. The patient dark, warm and wide, everything I need inside. It never rushes me to sleep or asks me why I'm still awake. The patient dark agrees to keep whatever of me I can make. The patient dark, always here, never asking, never fear. The patient dark, warm and wide, everything I need inside. The dark is more patient than anything, more patient than daylight. cross my own slow meridian around the midnight hour each night. The line between who I have been and who I'm trying to get right. Slow meridian, the crossing point where everything gets to anoint. Slow meridian, mine to cross without the weight of gain or loss. Slow meridian, night by night, finding a way to get it right. Not every crossing feels like progress. Some nights I cross the same line twice, but each meridian is a process of deciding what will now suffice. Slow meridian, the crossing point where everything gets to anoint. Slow meridian, mine to cross without the weight of gain or loss. Slow meridian, night by night, finding a way to get it right. Crossing again, the same line, differently. That counts. Between the black of night and morning gray, there lives a blue that has no proper name. The sky discovers it before the day, and then the light arrives and it's the same. The blue between the nameless hour, the quiet before the world reclaims its power. The blue The negative space around a thing defines it more than it defines. The empty frame, the pause, the ring of silence between all the lines. Negative space, as real as form. The quiet that defines the norm. Negative space, mine and wide. Everything that lives outside. To what I leave empty and unsaid. The pause is full of their intention. The spaces where the feelings led. Negative space, as real as form. The quiet that defines the norm. Negative space, mine and wide. Everything that lives outside. What you leave out is as important as what you say. The negative space is where the meaning stays. In the space between the notes, it's where the music lives. I know that now. My interior tide moves quietly, without the drama of the sea. Just a gentle shifting privately between the versions of me. Interior tide, in and out, moving without fear or doubt. Interior tide, mine and deep, a rhythm that I always keep. Some in the tides bring clarity, some bring the fog back in. I've stopped expecting parity between where I've been and where I begin. Interior tide, in and out, moving without fear or doubt. Interior tide, mine and deep, a rhythm that I always keep. best things live in peripheral, the things you catch and almost miss. Nothing grand or rhetorical, just a soft and quiet bliss at the edge of what I see. That's where everything is free. Peripheral, just out of sight, caught between the dark and light. Peripheral, soft and near, the best of what I feel is here. I've stopped trying to look straight at the things I want the most. They appear when I just wait at the edges like a ghost. At the edge of what I see, that's where everything is free. Peripheral, just out of sight, caught between the dark and light. Peripheral, soft and near, the best of what I feel is here. Don't look directly at it. Let it come to the edge. It will. Life keeps resolving to a minor chord, not tragic, just unfinished, slightly raw. Not what the melody was working toward, but beautiful in its own minor flaw. Minor chord, soft and unresolved, a question the music never solved. Minor chord, this is where I stay, in the tension between night and day. I used to want the major resolution, the bright, conclusive final note. temperature. No extremes, no burning cold. Just the ordinary texture of a night that's growing old. Room temperature, just right. Perfectly adjusted night. Room temperature, soft and even. No more reasons for not believing. I've been chasing heat and ice, extremes that felt like living, forgetting that the in-between is nice, forgetting the beauty of just giving. Room temperature, just right. Perfectly adjusted night. Room temperature, soft and even. No more reasons for not believing. Not too much of anything, not too little either. Just the quiet balancing of someone learning to breathe here. Room temperature, finally comfortable in my own air. There's a pulse below the quiet, something living in the low. Not a noise, more like a riot of small things beginning to grow. Pulse below, constant and slow. Everything I'll ever know. Pulse below, warm and deep. Moving even while I sleep. Pulse below, mine to keep. The rhythm underneath the steep. I press my hand against the night and feel it breathing back at me. A pulse that says despite the fight, something here intends to be. Pulse below, constant and slow. Everything I'll ever know. Pulse below, warm and deep. Moving even while I sleep. Pulse below, mine to keep. The rhythm underneath the steep. Still beating below everything. Still here. come to settle my night debt. In the quiet of the late hour, everything I haven't dealt with yet, everything beyond my power. Night debt, would I owe the dark for the shelter of its quiet mark? Night debt, settling slow, paying back what the dark bestows. Night debt, soft and clear in the honest dark, I'm not so feared. Dead is always manageable in the late and quiet black. Nothing here is unmanageable when you lay flat on your back. Night debt, what I owe the dark for the shelter of its quiet mark. Night debt, settling slow, paying back what the dark bestows. Night debt, soft and clear in the honest dark, I'm not so feared. Debt settle for tonight. Dark as so little, just presence. The night warmth is a different kind than the warmth the daytime brings. Something gentler for the mind, something quiet in its rings. Night warmth, this is mine. A temperature that feels just fine. Night warmth, special warmth reserved for those who stay up late. A warmth that daylight